Including parents in the education process is so important. And when you're creating an IEP, getting parents involved isn't just important, it's the law. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, has safeguards to make sure that parents have a key decision-making role in their child's IEP. Also, every year, the Office of Special Education Programs reviews the percentage of parents who say that schools help them stay involved in the process as a way to improve services and results for children with disabilities. The positive side of working with parents during the IEP process is well known, but you might also run into some challenges along the way. Remember, IEP meetings can be emotional for parents, and while school teams have plenty of opportunity to get to know the special education process, parents probably aren't as familiar with it. School teams work together closely during the day, and that gives them time to informally brainstorm about a student's IEP. But for parents, that's not the case. Our blog series by author, consultant, and former special education director and teacher Carol Kosnitsky shares ideas for how you can make it easier for parents to participate in the IEP process. Here are some of those tips. 1. Make it personal. Parents want evidence that the members of their child's IEP team see and know the child as an individual. To show you have a positive relationship with the student, have team members introduce themselves to parents and share an anecdote. For example, a teacher could say, "Jasmine did a terrific job on her last science lab report. What did you think about that B+ she received?" 2. Help parents get ready for IEP meetings. It's important to demystify the IEP process and help parents know ahead of time what you're looking for. Try sending them a simple questionnaire along with the meeting notice before the IEP meeting. It can include sentence starters like, "My child is good at," or "My child has difficulty with," or "My child's behaviors include." Ask parents to fill it out and bring it to the meeting to share with the rest of the team. Or just give them a call and let them know you're taking notes so you can include their ideas in the IEP draft. They'll appreciate you asking them questions and feel validated when their input is included in the IEP. And don't worry if not all parents respond to your attempts to reach out. Those that do will appreciate your effort. 3. Level the playing field by sharing information. Try to give parents evaluation information before the annual review meeting. If you can send a draft IEP to parents beforehand, it's easier for them to fully engage in a discussion during the meeting. Make sure the draft is clearly labeled as a draft document and only contains sections that can be built without predetermining placement. Also, make it clear that the draft IEP includes preliminary recommendations for review and discussion with the parents during the meeting. Sharing information beforehand helps lessen parents' concerns that they're going into the meeting knowing less than the rest of the team. It also gives them a chance to get ready for the meeting and think of any questions. And when they have information beforehand, they'll have less information to digest during the meeting. 4. Try to understand the parent's interest, not their position. We've all experienced times when we share a position that might not exactly reflect our true concern. But once we have staked out a position, it can be really difficult to get beyond it. When a parent shares a position or demand with you, think about what problem he's really trying to solve. For example, at the IEP meeting, if a parent asks you to assign their child to a one-on-one paraprofessional, instead of answering yes or no right away, ask the parent to explain what it would look like for the paraprofessional to help his child. If he says that the para will help make sure his child is safe during recess and lunch, now you have insight into his true concern. And a paraprofessional might or might not be the right solution. But at least now everyone's on the same page about what the concern is. 5. Provide meaningful progress reports. It can be hard to talk with parents if their child isn't making appropriate progress toward a goal. The best way to manage this is to make sure IEP goals are measurable and that you have a structured process to frequently track the student's progress. The data you get as a result of this process objectively quantifies the level of progress the student is or isn't making. This way, if a student isn't making progress, the team has the chance to address it. Parents usually know when their children are having a hard time reaching school-based goals. They might be facing the same kind of challenges at home, but it'll be harder for parents to find out at the end of the IEP cycle that their child didn't make enough progress, because at that point, a mid-course correction is no longer an option. As you think about ways to have better collaboration between schools and parents in the IEP process, remember that there are no guarantees. Parents won't always agree with you on decisions, but following these 5 tips can build parents' confidence and help them participate in the IEP process more easily. You'll be able to work through conflicts more easily and make the team process more rewarding for everyone.